Yo, man, we back with another live stream, man. I'm about to trip. Man, first of all, I want y'all to follow my Instagram at code.manxx. Follow my Instagram, y'all, at code.manxx, y'all. Alright, so we finna get into it, y'all. 7 signs you're under serious spiritual attack, man. You know, a lot of people, they be up under serious spiritual attack and don't even be noticing it. But I'm trying to bring you to the light. Now, first of all, y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, y'all subscribe to the channel, and also too, man, donate, guys. All right. Number one, your family are users, guys. It's a sign that you're under serious spiritual attack. Your family's their users, and a lot of times, like I said, we love our family members and all this type of stuff. And hold on, y'all, cut this phone off. But we gotta know when to draw the line. We gotta know when, excuse me, our family members are, is channeling that succubus spirit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our family members, they have that succubus spirit, especially when we get our breakthrough or when we get something good as a chosen one. A lot of our family members, they're gonna turn to succubus, right? Now that's the demonic spirit. When your family is just trying to drain you of everything that you have, right? Because they don't have it, right? And that's a succubus spirit, man. They're trying to set you back spiritually, right? And they try to set you back financially. You know what I'm saying? When a person's trying to set you back spiritually and financially, you have to cut them off, man. I'm telling you, because like I said, they're trying to stop you from leveling up, right? And it take a lot of energy to level up. If you giving your money that you're working for to your family all the time, and you don't have no money to invest into yourself, that's a bad sign, man. That's a red flag. You gotta cut off these family members. Yeah, you can still love your family members, but love them from a distance. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta understand, man, that the Bible says resist the devil and he'll flee. So you gotta resist these demonic spirits that's trying to use you. Like I said, a lot of people in this third dimensional realm, as chosen ones, they're trying to hold us back. They're trying to set us back, guys. You know what I'm saying? It all works in symbiotic connection, man, with the third dimensional realm. You know what I'm saying? The people that got this carnal minded mindset, they be trying to set spiritual people back by trying to distract you, by trying to use your energy, trying to use your time, right, for their benefit, so they can gain profit, right, off of you, off of your energy, right? So, and it take a lot of energy to make money. So, and money is energy, all right? So you guys can understand, man, by allowing your family to use you and all that type of stuff, this sign that you're under serious spiritual attack. Cut your family members off. Faith without works is dead. That's what the Bible states. So if they don't want to put in the work to grow and manifest their desires, you gotta deviate away from them. All right, guys. Number 2, guys. Another sign you're under serious spiritual attack. Your friends a bad influence. Guys, this is another sign that you up under that serious spiritual attack, guys. When your friend being a bad influence, a lot of y'all have friends that's bad influences, man. Y'all know that y'all friends ain't got nothing going on. They got a loser mentality. They goofy. You know what I'm saying? They like do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cut these demonic friends off, man. They trying to influence you to do crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of drinking and smoking and filling your body up with toxins. You know what I'm saying? And all this type of stuff. That's something that you up under serious spiritual attack. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, especially friends that's trying to get you to do drugs, right? The Bible states verbatim, God cannot dwell in an unclean place. So how God gonna dwell in your mind, and how you gonna activate Christ consciousness and wake yourself up? You know what I'm saying? To grow and elevate when you doing drugs with your friends, right? They influence you to do drugs and you doing them, right? It's gonna keep you at a low vibration. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when people do drugs, they like to sit around, lounge around, you know what I'm saying, and try to cope with life like that. Nah, you don't cope with life like that. You cope with life by self-improving your life and taking full accountability of where you are at in life and where you want to be at and work towards that. All right, guys? So you guys got to understand, man, this time that you're under serious spiritual attack, guys, those friends, like I said, man, you gonna have to walk away from a lot of your friends when you have a connection with God. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of your friends, a lot of people, they're carnal minded. They don't want no connection with God. They're not trying to grow. They're not trying to elevate. They're not trying to better themselves, right? They're just selling for less. You know what I'm saying? They live in life, You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like people owe them. A lot of people they have that entitlement. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stay away from bad friends. Friends that scamming, friends that selling drugs, some of your friends that's selling their body, you know what I'm saying? If you're a female, being manipulative, right? Trying to manipulate people and all that. Stay away from those. Those all demonic spirits. That's people are being used by. You know what I'm saying? This third dimensional realm. Like I said, man, bad company can't corrupt good manners. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be around people that's acclimated to the Most High. All right, that subscribes to the kingdom of light, not subscribe to the kingdom of darkness. All right, guys, so you guys got to understand that. Number 3, guys, another sign you are under serious spiritual attack. You keep having bad dreams. Guys, as you start to level up and as you start to grow, the devil going to try to attack you. You know, the Bible states verbatim, the wicked watch the righteous and seek to slay them. So God is going to, so the devil, he's going to watch you, right? You know what I'm saying? He's going to monitor you in the dream world, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's the spiritual world, right? When you dreaming. Man, like last night, I think it was last night. I was dreaming that someone was bombing like areas. Like it was weird. Like I was dreaming like somebody was like bombing areas. Like just bombing areas. Right? And I was there, but I was like, I was kind of like, moving around. Right? It was like this demonic person, like they was like bombing areas. Like it was just so weird. You know what I'm saying? But that's the devil trying to attack me. Right? You know what I'm saying? But and also too, if you're dreaming about snakes, like I said, I've been dreaming about snakes ever since I was a kid. Every now and then, not often, but every now and then I dream about a snake. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that you got people around you that's not for you. Right? And God, he'll reveal that. But that's spiritual attack. You know what I'm saying? That's the devil like attacking you. Right? One time I was dreaming about, this is one of my dreams about snakes. I dreamed about a whole bunch of dreams about snakes. I was in high grass. And I was walking in high grass. This big old snake came up out of nowhere and opened his mouth like right in front of me. And then I woke up like demonic weird dreams. Like somebody's trying to ambush me, right? In the natural realm. Somebody's going to try to do that. Somebody is around me that got demonic energy. It could be in my household, right? Because like, you know what I'm saying? A spiritual man's enemy, is in his own household a lot of times, right? So you guys gotta, like, and that's hard to help, you know what I'm saying, right now. But when I get my own place, like if those dreams stop happening, that's what it came from. You know what I'm saying? It came from my own household. But guys, man, this signs you up on a spiritual attack, guys. Number 4, guys, another sign you on a serious spiritual attack. Haters attacking you. Guys, haters, they're gonna attack you, right? Some like hater, they attack you. And my bad, y'all. I was trying to scratch my leg. Haters, they try to attack you in so many different ways. A hater can attack you like through social media, right? I have haters comment, right? They'll say negative things, but I have to block them, right? Because I know for a fact that if God be for me, then who could be against me? You know what I'm saying? The battle's not mine, it's the Lord's. So why would I go back and forth with a hater? This is what haters want you to do. They want you to go back and forth with them, right? Because they're not at peace with themselves, right? They don't want to do the shadow work. They don't want to do the spiritual work to grow, right? You know what I'm saying? So the demonic spirit that's using them is trying to attack you, trying to provoke you, right? They can't stand to see you working harder than them. Haters. They can't stand to see you having more discipline than them. Haters. They can't stand to see you successful. Haters. They can't stand to see that you gain the knowledge to become successful, right? And now you put in the work. Now you know how to really become successful. They can't stand to see that. Haters, right? But when these haters attack you, you got to develop something called a tough mind, a tough conscience, and tough skin, right? Haters, they're going to try to trigger you. They try to change your frequency because they know you vibrating way higher than them. Haters, they know that. They know that when they're dealing with somebody that's vibrating higher than them. So they try to say negative things, right? They can't never say nothing good. They always trying to say something negative. right? Because that's the demonic spirit that's working through them, right? That's not God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like I said, man, excuse me, a lot of your haters, they're gonna try to attack you. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says the devil come as a roaring lion seeking who he may devour. Right? So they're gonna try to devour you. They're gonna try to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have on the whole armor of God. And God is gonna show these haters his wrath very, very soon. All right, guys. So you can't worry about that because the battle's not yours, it's the Lord's. But this is something to show up on a serious spiritual attack, guys. Number 5, guys. You think about quitting your goals, right? My throat kind of dry a little bit. The weather changing up a little bit, y'all. So when you think about quitting your goals, this is something that you're under a serious spiritual attack, guys. All right. Now, because this is what the devil wants you to do. The devil wants you to quit, right? And your lower self wants you to quit that business, that online business. The devil wants you to quit. I'm gonna say your lower, which is your lower self. Right? Your lower self wants you to quit pursuing that business. Your lower self wants you to quit going to college. Right? Your lower self wants you to have self-doubt, negative self-talk. Right? Your lower self want to try to trick you out of your own blessings. Right? That's a demon. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's a demon. We dealing with principalities, man. Right? Spiritual warfare. That's a demon. Right? That try to get in your head. Right? You guys gotta understand that you under serious spiritual attack, right? So, excuse me, guys, but but you guys gotta understand that you cannot give up. You gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like as the weather's changing, you know that could be a little bit of sign of spiritual attack too. But like I said, I gotta take some forward. All right. But anyway, you guys gotta understand that you gotta keep moving forward. You cannot allow the devil to trick you out of your growth, trick you out of success, right? It's going to be hard. It's supposed to be hard to become successful. That's what it's all about. You know, it's supposed to be a journey. You're supposed to go through, you got to go through stuff to grow through stuff, right? That's natural. You have to do it, right? Because it's preparing you for what's to come. So once you blow up, that online business blow up, you can take the haters, right? You can be able to know how to manage your money, right? Once you blow up, right? For that online business take off. Also, too, in college, some of y'all going to college and working a regular job. That's a lot of energy, right? But you got to keep going. You got to keep pressing. You got to press your way through, right? Because God opened a door that no man can close for you. No woman can close for you. You got to believe that. You got to walk by faith and not by sight. All right, guys, so you guys got to understand this, man. This is something that you're under serious spiritual attack. Number 6, guys, you think about your ex, right? This is another sign that you go under serious spiritual attack. You start thinking about your ex. And when you start thinking about your ex, you start to get angry, right? You start to get bitter, right? That's spiritual. That's serious spiritual attack. That's the demonic spirit that's in your head, man. This is why I tell you guys, you gotta stay busy. You gotta stay busy, guys. You know what I'm saying? That was my shoe, by the way. you gotta stay busy because an idle mind, that's the devil's workplace. You know what I'm saying? So the devil, he's gonna seek who he made devour. And the idle mind that's not busy, that's what makes you start thinking about your ex. That's what makes you start thinking about your past. Right? When you're not busy. So you got to always be working towards something. That's why I tell you guys to have goals. You got to set goals, man. Because that idle mind have you thinking crazy. Thinking about old stuff. Stuff that don't even matter. Right? That's been gone and done. Over with. Right? So you got to be thinking about the future. Right? This is why always important to have a purpose in life. All right, guys? This is something that you're under a series of spiritual attack. Number 7, guys, people keep watching you, right? Monitoring spirits. This is a sign that you're under a serious spiritual attack. Why they watch you to see how much work you're going to put in versus how much work they put in. They watch you to see, they just monitor you, you know. The Bible says the wicked watches the righteous. to seek to try to destroy them. Right? So they trying to figure out how far you gonna go in life, and then it's just a lot of times my family members do this, guys. They try to compare what they got to what other family members got, right? Which is the chosen ones. Right? When God started blessing you as a chosen one, your family members, they gonna watch you. They gonna try to see if you showing money. They gonna try to see if you showing your house, showing your car, showing your growth, right? And there's nothing wrong with showing your growth for motivational purposes. There's nothing wrong with doing that, right? To motivate people, but to like do it out of like to make people jealous. You know what I'm saying? God not pleased with that. You know what I'm saying? To do that, to be flashy, to make people jealous, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But your family members, they don't want that's gonna be those wandering spirits. They don't want that's gonna watch you the most and try to destroy you, right? So when your online business take off, some of your family members, it's some family members that's wicked. They want to pretend like they helping you to destroy your business, right? Because they not where you at, or they wish that they had a successful business like you got, or they wish they had the income that you have. So you're gonna have to cut off some of these family members, man. I'm trying to tell you, they not all family. Just all blood is not family. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. Just because they're your family in the natural realm, that doesn't mean that they're your family in the spiritual realm. That's acclimated to the Most High. That's part of 144,000. All right? So for us people that's a part of 144,000, we for each other. We not against each other. We for each other. But for the people that's not part of 144,000, they're not for nobody. Whole family watches. Even dream of eyeballs watching. That's facts, man. Left Eye, what's up, bro?